Can we begin now?
Do you agree? We can begin?
Yes. Well, let's begin with a cheers. What beverage
Cheers.
are you drinking?
So I have a nitro.
It's bad luck if you don't drink after a cheers.
So hello. In this cup is a can of Starbucks Nitro cold brew, and then a little dash of 2% milk, because I don't like whole milk. A little dash of actually some stuff your mom gave me, but it's called like thin, and it's caramel pecan flavored. Zero calories in it. So that's quite nice. A little dash of that. Which, now having known what this would taste like, I don't think I even needed it for flavor. Because I put about 3/4 of a scoop, because they put really big scoops in their protein tubs. But, so about 3/4 scoop of the Ghost Chips Ahoy flavored whey protein powder. Just take a little swig.
That is nice.
It is good. It's almost
How much
almost
protein?
a touch too sweet. I have no idea. I didn't read the container to see how many things of protein per scoop it is. But I did do a full scoop, but only a decent amount.
I am having the Sour Patch Kids Raspberry Hydration Drink, which is one of my favorites. So basically it's just water, and you put a little powder in there and gives you...
Are you almost out of those pouches by now, I feel like?
I got maybe 10 left. But I'm definitely putting in another order.
Yeah, those are delicious.
It's so good. And you know that I'm not a big sweets guy, but I do love Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're sitting here. It's May 26th, Memorial Day.
It is.
It's a good day. It is a good day. We haven't really done anything. We've been kind of bumps on logs today.
Well, I did my nails today.
We're going to have to go try to bunny hop up onto a curb, though, after this.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
You did feel it?
I'll smash my knee for a 15th time.
How's your scootering career coming along?
It's tough. It is tough. You know, you look at that little scooter and you think, this will be nothing. No, it's not nothing. It is not nothing. Just getting the scooter into the air is hard. And then, timing it, getting enough speed so that, when you bunny hop, you gotta have enough speed so that the length of your, it's like doing a math equation, on the FCAT back in the day.
Yeah, well, you don't want to case the jump.
Yeah, so you gotta get enough speed and time your bunny hop so that the whole scooter will clear, the curve and not case. And that's tough. Because when you case, my knee goes forward and the scooter bar thing comes backwards at me, and I just ram my knee right into that rod. And my knee doesn't feel the greatest because of it. It's happened a few times now.
Yeah, you did have a couple good full-wheel deck cases.
Yeah. Oh, that's the few times that I did actually commit to the jumps.
Yeah.
Most of the time I just jumped right off the board, and I would have cleared it, which would probably help build some confidence. But instead, my brain's just like, divert! And I jumped right off the side of the board midair.
You were, yesterday we went to visit a pal at the beach. Mm-hmm. And I was sessioning a bit on the scooter. And you and his lady were poo-pooing my fast plant. You said a fast plant was like a whack trick.
Well, and then I still agree with that statement. It looks dumb.
Well, was it easy when you tried it?
It's not easy when you try it, but it looks dumb. It looks like you went to jump, fell off, so you land with a foot on the ground, and they're like, oh, let's make up for it. Spin and land back on. It looks stupid. It looks like a mistake.
Personally, I think a fast plant's kind of a slick, just smooth trick, No. It's like a variation that you don't see too often. I like it.
Mm-mm. But I'm gonna get good at it because
At a
it's a
fast
trick
plan.
I could do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll take me some time, but I got like maybe 50% of it yesterday. Like I made it through the whole trick just very sloppily with a couple extra steps.
Yeah, you were doing okay. That's fast plan. It definitely could use some improvement.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a hard trick.
Yeah. Yeah.
With that also being said, we are now basically 1 week removed from Bow Disciples Challenge 3.
God. Abby was on top of it.
On top of what? A deep bar?
Yeah, I have had to sneeze all day today. I think I should take some allergy medicine. Oh. Hold on. Okay.
This episode is sponsored by podiumarcher.com. Be sure to, if you're unable to make it to your local shop or do not have a local shop, head to podiumarcher.com. Use code PUMPSTATION. It'll save you 10% on almost everything, even items you don't think it would. Pump Station at checkout, podiumarcher.com. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the show. So it's been 1 week since Bow Disciples Challenge 3. Obviously, after that, it's you're a bit drained after the event. And we did, there's still tasks to do. But how's the week been? How's the week post? And ultimately, what did you think of the event? And now what are you looking forward to? What's next on your horizon?
Well, let me put those things in order as to your many questions. Post the event, it took a few days I'd say a good solid 3 days to recoup. Where you're just mentally drained, you're tired, That last night I only got like 3 hours of sleep. And then I hit about, I think, Thursday morning, and that's when I started to finally feel a bit more like lively and almost bored of doing, relaxed days. Then I kind of hit a wall today because Albie irritated me when I woke up and he had eaten all the cat's food. But event itself, I think, was phenomenal. I think, it was obviously the biggest one yet now still to date. I think they'll only continue to get bigger. The courses will get, even better. Always advancements every year and evolutions. And I think, the biggest thing is that everybody has lots of fun. It's a very, surprisingly, for you, very family-oriented event. The kids can come out and shoot. Lots of targets kids are able to walk up on with their parents. There's kids, parents seem to, go in sessions, and you'll see one mom with about 15 kids on a bicycle gang riding the streets.
There's a lot of bicycles.
There was a lot of striders going around. They were going in circles on the stage, like they were getting ready to, have a gang fight or something. Biker gang fight. But, so it's kids friendly, it's family friendly, and then the kids go to bed at night, and the parents stay out around the fire and get to have a good fun night with their friends that they might not get to have as often as late. You can't quite get that at a lot of events, without a steeper penny involved.
A steeper penny.
Yeah.
Nice.
A steeper amount of pennies.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it was a great, fun time. And, as far as the rest of your questions, what am I looking forward to next? Well, obviously, in a couple of days here, we'll leave for Pennsylvania. And I feel like this was a short amount of time. It was only like a week or 10 days, I guess, home. But it went by fast. So it felt like we had a lot of time, and also didn't feel like we had a lot of time. So I'm ready for the next trip, I think.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do agree. After the challenge, I was really looking forward to just like a break. And, we, for the most part, have had a break, aside from picking up flags. And, I have done a few edits. You've done a few thumbnails. Like, we've done some stuff, but pretty minimal, really. So that's been kind of fun. But, yeah, I can't do that for too long before I start to get, like, stir crazy. Even today, I'm like, all right, like, what am I going to do now? So... Pennsylvania, yeah, next up. We fly out in 2 days. And that'll be our last TAC of the year.
Yeah.
In May. So, well, I guess technically June, I guess. So, we'll be done early this year with TAC, and I think it's going to be a great event. The weather keeps changing, and I'm hoping that... I'm hoping it's just minimal rain, like... Not enough to, like, soak your stuff and...
hinder your fun.
Yeah,
walk around such a giant... we've never done this one. 2, it's just as big or bigger than the Utah TAC now. So it's just, I think... it would be a really fun one to go out on for a TAC season.
Well, plus, I've really been developing my look to debut here, so I really have a look ready. And I want to go peacock and be the people's champ in the vendor village, and that's hard if it's raining. So I'm hoping that the weather holds off. And my look is not quite complete. We had one piece that wasn't going to make it in time. But for the most part, it's going to be solid.
Later this year, it'll debut.
At something. I don't know what I'm going to be at. But, Pennsylvania's going to be a whole heck of a lot of fun. And we got a new first-time TAC goer in the group as well with Joey.
I need you to step up your energy.
Which is cool. I might need a cocktail,
You need something.
I might have to have a cocktail. Plus, it's a holiday, isn't it? Just true that you're allowed to...
How many days do you need to hit?
Anyway...
Yeah, keep chugging that water.
This is so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But anyway, I'm very excited for Pennsylvania. Last stop, like I said, which is interesting. Usually we haven't even gone to a stop yet, other than maybe Texas or something. So, unique tax schedule this year. Unique New York.
Yes, it is unique, but it allows for other trips in the summer. That sometimes that Utah TAC date kind of hinders, some stuff we want to do at the end of July or have more time to do. And now we're able to do some more fun stuff back in Florida that you've never experienced before, and then you get to come back and do a Mexico fishing trip, and hopefully I'll get some more days to hunt some blacktails, and we've got some stuff planned for in June. So I think it gives us more time to do things, but it's always fun to go to as many TACs as possible.
Yeah, no, it is fun. I'm wondering how many we'll do next year. Not too sure, but I do want to do some events, some competitive shoots.
Either you're going to need to go chug a cocktail or do 10 jumping jacks or something.
I'm doing well.
Because you seem like you're talking while sleepwalking right now.
I'm just so cozy.
Yeah.
I'm so cozy, bruh. Also, I think that... I feel like there's been a lot of good content as of... Get this out of here. I don't want that thing anywhere near me. A lot of good content this year. I mean, already 8 TAC videos.
Oh, yeah.
So I did 7 that I edited for Oklahoma. 2...
Just a boatload.
Wait a minute. 3 aren't out yet. So 4 are out. 3 are coming out. And then in Pennsylvania, I would love to come home with 5+ is my goal. I'd love to come home with 5+ things. So, and I think the concepts have been pretty fun, like some of the ones that aren't out yet. So, it's just it's been a good year. It's definitely been full gas. It's been full gas.
Yeah.
And
It has been.
we've also filmed a lot this year with Brittany Jean Outdoors 724.
Brittany Jean
Wilds. Brittany Jean Ray.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
she's gonna have a different link than a YouTube in her bio pretty soon.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's good though. I think she's recognizing, you know, how fun it can be to
Sure.
do a bunch of things, and meet a bunch of people, and you know,
sure.
So
sure.
I think that's good for her, and she's gonna continue. She'll be at Pennsylvania, so she'll do, you know, a few more videos there as well, and then eventually she'll finish my turkey mount, which I'm very excited for. I've slowly started to see the culminating of it. I don't think that's the right word for it, but you know, the pieces coming together. All the feathers are trimmed. They're all organized by size and area of the bird and whatnot. And so when she gets back from Pennsylvania, she says she's going to start actually like laying it out on the board. I'm not looking forward to the shipping cost, because I think that was part of the reason why I didn't want to do the ginormous sign, like the big, long one. But just the fan one alone, I mean, that's probably going to be like a 3x3 that you have to mail. And when I was looking for those boxes for you, for the Tricer, similar size boxes were popping up. It's like $62 or more just for the box, and those boxes weren't even big enough. Then the shipping, I'm going to take the longest shipping possible. If that thing wants to take a month to get here.
I mean, I know I did find a box at UPS that'll fit that tripod. It's a little big. And then I got to thinking, I was like, could I just put a shipping sticker on the box?
Yeah, I said that. You just have to ship them twice because you got the 2 different boxes.
But you can do that? Are we sure you're allowed to do that?
Yeah, just take the box.
But, like, it goes. Like, if it fits, it ships?
It's a cardboard box with a shipping label on it. Yup, it ships.
Yes.
I don't know why to really understand at first why you were putting a cardboard box inside of a cardboard box, but
it's so nice out today. It's so sunny. Like
this is not a good time to do a pod. We might need to pause and come back in a few hours.
I'm loving this pod. It's so good.
Your energy level is at about a 2.
My energy level's great.
Your eyes look like you're crying from yawning.
No, I'm telling you, I'm cozy. What would you like to talk about on this pod?
Well, we can talk about our trip after Pennsylvania. So, I've seen quite a few people actually going to this location. But we are not going on any sort of like outfitted, guided hunt, which I think is cool. You know, I think
you haven't said where we're going yet.
I'm leading.
Oh, okay. You're teasing.
Yeah,
you're teasing.
Keep watching, everybody.
Okay.
Commercial break.
PonyMarcher.com. Go to pump station. 10%.
Anyways, we are going to Hawaii. We love Hawaii for vacationing. From the one time you got to go there.
I've been twice, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. You went for vacation with family once, didn't you, too?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Anyway, continue. So we're going hunting and also just vacationing.
Yeah. I mean, I could have lived without that portion, but I know you needed that portion.
Oh, I love vacationing.
So we'll spend the first 4 or 5 days hunting and filming with a friend you have out there.
Maybe 3. Yeah, 3 to 4. First 3 to 4.
Or 4 to 5.
3 to 4.
4 to 5. You know, maybe, you know, get into some piggies too. I don't know. We haven't discussed that. I think because you can kill pigs around there too. I just don't know where the pigs are located, if they're similar to the goats or not, you know. But we're going to hunt wild goats, which are also known as like a feral ibex something or other. Or the feral Hawaiian goat or something. Looks like a goat, but they got pretty cool horns. I think a lot of what you'll come across are probably smaller ones, but they're, you know, Maybe we'll come across a hunker out there, and maybe some piggies too. Who knows? We'll have to go back to Hawaii again for Axis one day.
I will never fiscally recover from this.
But I really would like to try to do Axis. It sounds like, why would you put yourself through this? But, like, I don't want to go through an outfitter. Now, the only reason you could potentially have to would be if you legally have to, like, because there's no access on public land or something. But I'm not sure. I haven't... What is these? I haven't researched enough. But one day I would like to go back for Axis.
You gotta like have your smoker's voice a little.
Well, it's because I have to sneeze and I'm trying to hold it in. Like the inside of my nose keeps itching.
Yeah, I am excited for Hawaii. Mostly for that restaurant that I love. They had that one meal that it was so fire.
Now, was that the breakfast, spam, eggs, and white rice, or you like the pork chop?
No, it was like a pork chop. Meal. Oh my god, it was so good. If that place is closed when I show up,
I think it's a pretty staple Hawaiian meal, so I think you could find it
flying
in
right,
most Hawaiian restaurants.
Flying right back home if that place is closed. But yeah, no, it'll be a good trip, bro. It's gonna be fun. So I'm looking forward to, like you said, 3 to 4 days of hunting, and then
4 to 5 days,
and then vacationing. Like I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah, we will need to go swim with the turtles. Because I didn't do that last time I was out there, and that's like something you have to.
Like that one turtle named Slam from Finding Nemo.
Splash, slash.
Squirt.
That's the little one.
No.
But what's
Slap.
that?
Is it Slap?
No, Squirt.
I don't know. We figured it out the other day, but I can't remember now. Really good movie, though.
Yeah.
Also, I'm very excited to watch Lilo and Stitch tomorrow. How long have I been looking forward to this movie?
Many years.
Oh, yeah.
Many years.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I would have already gone, but, I'm too much of a cheap bastard to not go on Tuesday.
Yeah, it didn't come out till Friday.
Yeah, and I'm not paying full retail.
Tuesdays, movie Tuesdays, so... Cheap movie Tuesdays, so... Plus, isn't it extra cheap if you go between, 2 and 5?
If you go early, you get an additional 25% off.
Yeah, so we might as well do that. Plus, we gotta return the cat Tuesday evening.
Oh, jeez, oh, Peak.
Yeah, we're cat sitting right now, and this one has been on his worst behavior. Yes, you.
Yeah, he has been a bit of a hooligan.
Yeah, he's a little jealous, I think, of me loving on the cat, and so he stole the cat's bag of food off the counter last night, ate the whole bag of cat food. He has a fascination with cat litter, and eats the cat poop out of it. Won't eat any other sort of poop outside, but he will eat cat poop out of a cat box.
That is beat.
Yes, it is.
That is beat.
And so he's just been a real handful the past couple of days. But
yeah, he has been a bit of a handful. Yeah, I don't know. I'm in a good mood, Well,
what are you looking forward to, over the next few months? Whether it's trips or things to still yet to plan or do, or...
Jeez, oh, Peak, Albus.
Content or hunting, or what is it?
I'm excited for the elk hunt in September. I think that'll be really fun. Definitely excited for that. Excited about some new partnerships that I have that aren't announced yet that'll be popping up pretty soon in videos. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for life. It's more life, just living the dream and inspiring the youngsters. Look at this. Look. A kid made this for me. Gave it to me at BD Challenge. It's a lit up sign. Says 100K subscribers.
Yeah, I do think that is adorable.
I love it. He did a great job. So shout out to, I don't even know his name, unfortunately, but shout out to that kid.
Hopefully maybe he'll comment or his parents will comment on something or something. Yeah, this,
and then,
house.
What started as a one-man wolf pack.
Okay. Anyways, you think you're gonna, do you have any more states to apply for? Because your odds have been ass.
Oh, you know what? I was supposed to do one and I completely forgot. So
You miss it?
I missed one.
What state?
Oregon. I was gonna do Oregon.
Oh my! Isn't that the one he told you?
Yes. I'll do it next time. Okay, so I missed that.
Oh my god.
So other than that, I've applied pretty much everywhere already. I think. I gotta check in and see, but basically I went over on the draws.
Yeah.
In baseball, that's what you call it when you don't get a base hit. You call it, you went over. So I'm going over.
Nice.
So
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but I got a exciting outcome hunt I can go film and go do some other stuff. I love being a filmer on hunts too, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Lilo and Stitch. I'm excited for Hawaii, for Pennsylvania, for Florida. All of it, And I'm really excited that in August, I don't think I really have a whole lot going on, at least as of now, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, well, for now, if you don't draw anything, I mean, essentially, you can come with me to try to film my deer tag. That's still burning a hole in my pocket.
Oh, sure, I can do that.
More camping.
Yeah. I love camping.
Are you excited to try the bunk beds?
I think I might be too thick for them.
No, I got the XL size.
How much did you spend on those bunk beds?
Let's not talk about that.
How's your spending, would you say, been lately on a scale 1 to 10?
It's actually been very good. It's been very good. I do intend, I think, well, I don't know. I was going to just sell, it'd be cheap, but my other cot, but it's like, what if we do a hunting trip where, we take somebody with us or something and we need to,
Who would you take, Brittany Jean Ray?
Yeah, probably.
Could be some good...
What are the odds you think Brittany Jean Outdoors applies for, her bonus point for...
I'd say very low. Very low.
I even told her about...
Less than 10%. I'm rubbing his ear so he's growing.
Oh my god.
Do you want to go play pool after this? Okay, no pool. Never mind. No billiards.
I even told her about the turkey tag to apply for, the one...
The golds?
No, God, no. Yeah, with 0% odds your entire life of drawing. No, the one that had 100% odds.
Oh.
I was like, put in for it.
What was that? Is that for a Webster's turkey?
A Miriam.
A Webster's.
Oh, Webster's turkey. No, a Miriam. And, I don't know what the tag actually costs if you draw it, but, for now it's pretty cheap.
Here's my question. How long do we think that Brittany Jean Wilds will keep the same channel name on YouTube? I'm going to say, would you go over or under 6 months?
I think over for sure. I don't think she really has a reason to change it now. I think Brittany Jean Outdoors works really well for, what she does.
Well, so did Archery Shepherds.
Yeah, but, there's some drama there, so...
I think that...
Best that she didn't.
I think it was a stolen name from me, I'll be honest with you. But it's here nor there, But it has to be. It's kind of a... It'd be like if I made my name Jean Brittany Summers or something. Like, oh no, it's not at all related.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think it was related, but she had that one. Then she had Brittany Curly, which I thought was good.
Well, I think she just went to change that during the drama period while trying to figure out what she wanted to rename the channel.
So you don't think it'll be renamed again? You think this is the final form?
I think this is the final countdown.
Now, would Brittany Jean Archery have been better?
I don't think so.
I think it would have.
Now, I know you think so, and maybe for the purpose of the an algorithm and whatnot, yep. But, like she said, she does do some other form of hunting and content outside of things, everything that's on your channels only knows. And,
God dang, that's so good.
So, I think the outdoors is suitable. Now, do I think she's already been planted into the algorithm of, like, archery? Yeah. But if she wants to, still film, like, turkey gun hunts and dove hunts or clay shooting or whatever, I think her name is suitable to the content that she does.
That was a nice word, suitable.
Yes.
Oh, we watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood the other day. A movie I've been wanting to watch for a long time. Okay, let me break it down. We watched actually 3 movies that have been on my list for a long time recently. Let me name them all. Tropic Thunder, Good Will Hunting, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Why don't you watch them all with me? Why don't you go ahead and give me the ranking from third to first, worst to best of the 3 movies?
Third would probably be Tropic Thunder. Not that it's bad; it's just your typical funny, like,
Slapdick.
Yes, kind of slapdick.
It's not really
but
slapdick.
Not really.
Though.
Yeah, just comical, action-packed movie with a bunch of famous actors thrown together. Which I think is always cool when they come together and have one of those ideas like, let's throw a bunch of really famous people together and make just some nonsense.
I think it is fun.
Very similar to that movie that Scott told us to watch with Will Ferrell.
Oh, yes. Eurovision.
Eurovision.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
That was something. That was like...
Eurovision.
Will Ferrell was smoking a joint one day and was like, let's make fun of Americans.
That movie is good. Okay, so third is Tropic Thunder.
Third is Tropic Thunder. Second would be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. First would be Good Will Hunting. I'm not saying that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was not good. I just think the first hour was a complete waste of time. It wasn't until I could even timestamp when I'd have to go back and watch, but you could timestamp when it made any sense.
I'll be honest, I think that would probably be my same rating. Yeah. I mean, Good Will Hunting was excellent.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was really, really good. Real raw. That's what I liked about it. Like, the fight scene was so obviously fake. Like, it was very raw, kind of almost felt low budget, which I loved about it. And then, Once Upon a Time, like any Tarantino movie was just it was real just you don't know what's going on, and then, but it was also had some really, really funny moments. So it was a good mix, I thought. And then Tropic Thunder, great movie. It's probably one that, you might watch more than the other 2. Comedies I feel have good replay value. But I think what I appreciated about Tropic Thunder was that for a long time, you wouldn't have been able to really make that movie again. I think you could now, but for a long time, that ship was sailed. So it's kind of cool, offensive lines and things like that. But I thought overall, all 3 really good. I'm kind of on this quest where I want to watch, when we have time to watch a movie, which isn't very often. I want to watch, some of these, these ones that, somehow we didn't see that everyone knows are great, I want to kind of tick some of those off.
Well, one you've never seen that's great. It's an older movie.
Okay.
But it's critically acclaimed. It's called The Outsiders.
Ooh.
And it's based on a book. Such a good movie. We had to watch it in middle school English because we had to read the book and then we watched the movie. And I think you would really love it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll watch The Outsiders.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I
won't give much away. You'll just have to watch it.
I'm also excited for just little things in life, I'm excited for, your birthday, my birthday.
Your birthday's ways away.
Big things, the Padres season has been pretty good. I'm excited about that. Would love to go to more games. I thought about going today, to be honest with you, but you've kind of been burning my wallet at both ends.
I'm so excited for this lens to come in.
Are you going to do the podcast on your new lens?
we'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can, should be able to. I don't know what this one goes down to on the lens, but this new one goes all the way down to 28, so, in the zoom, so I think it should do fine in here. I'm excited for that. I'm also excited to, finally do sometime in the summer here, whenever we have time, maybe after the Hawaii trip before Florida, do a little update to this pod studio. I haven't really decided what yet, but,
I think your idea,
versatility to
yeah, I think your versatility idea is pretty good. Might even be one of those things where you, like, move my desk out to, like, the living room or something. Not the living room, but, like, the little extra room or... I don't know.
Yeah, that could go next to the new freezer, if the flooring isn't there.
Yeah, I do like the office, but that would be kind of nice to open up space.
Yeah, it would.
That TV never gets used, so it could maybe...
Well, it definitely made sense to have in a pod, but it's not in a place that it's useful.
Yeah, so we gotta...
The only time it is useful if, like, a guest stays and this bed pulls out and they want to watch TV.
Yeah, so I'm excited for it too. I like the studio; it's been great, but I do think it's time to just
spice her up.
Give her a new look. Like I think that looks like ass. Like
the things have fallen off the wall.
Like
the white walls just like it looks like literally nothing is behind us right now.
Yeah, because you can't even see this. Like, it would be cool if this was lower,
Yeah, it looks great, but we got to think everything's sitting.
Yeah, so you got to put everything lower.
Yeah, it may look dumb in the real world, but in the podcast, it makes more sense.
Which is really like what matters more.
Yeah, so things like even these, we might relocate them to nice places in the living room, so we can, show off a bit more of like the fun stuff, like the sign and your 100K plaque that's going to come in.
Oh, I think it is. I think it might have got delivered.
Yeah, so just things like that you can't see right now because we can't really put up shelving because of the mounts and things. So, yeah, we'll do some
Oh, you could maybe use that shelf that we haven't thrown away yet in here when you do your remodel. That would be nice to
nope, I threw that shelf away.
Oh, jeez, oh, peak, I'll never fiscally recover from this. Oh.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so I'm if you guys have any comments on things, thoughts,
you know what,
in like a link to a Pinterest or something.
Oh jeez, OP. That'll be great. Good. That'll be a free mail that sends you that. I will say this. One thing I've been surprised this year is hearing from people at events that they really enjoy the podcast. I've heard that actually several times, which is interesting to me because so often when we're talking, I'm like, bruh, nobody is interested at all in us ranking these movies. But I think that actually, to be honest, I think a lot of maybe the podcasts in the space just are like, I don't know, maybe like too niche down that they're like sort of boring. Like, I don't know, I'm just assuming. Maybe ours seems more fun because it's like we'll talk about, goofy shit.
Well, it is fun, and we still talk about a diverse, a broad area of topics. From the random things like video rankings to just like hunting and archery and other YouTubers we collaborate with or things like that, So like, it's not like you're not watching an interview of one specific person. And so, like, when you do things like that, I think you kind of limit yourself in a way that, like, what if one person you have on your pod, some viewers are like, oh, that's a really interesting person. I'd like to hear that. And then, like, 5 people in a row, they're like, I could care less to hear about, this person is...
Joe Walsh from America's Most Wanted. Would that be a cool guess?
Who that is? Is that the guy?
You never seen America's Most Wanted?
I think I have.
It's a friggin' banger show.
Started because his daughter got kidnapped or something.
That honestly does sound familiar. Yeah, what a banger show though. He's got to be old though now if he's even still alive.
Yeah, I don't know that they still make them.
No, I hear you though. I mean, our numbers really are pretty decent on the podcast, which I think is kind of fun, but I just am glad people enjoy it, like more than anything. It's because for me, it's fun to just sit and chat with you. It's like,
Yeah, and then occasionally we do ones where like people are over, or make sure to do one when we're with people.
Pennsylvania, right?
We'll do one in Pennsylvania. Yep,
Maybe a couple.
maybe even a couple.
But I do like that. We're fine just doing it ourselves. I really like that. I'm glad the podcast is not reliant on a guest.
Yeah.
A guest is like a bonus.
But I do like to have guests.
Oh, I do as well.
Share, other people's thoughts and opinions on things. I'm sneezing and oh my good lord, I need to take some allergy medicine. What are we reading?
David sent me a message.
Oh.
What are you doing with your nose?
I'm holding my nose because I have to sneeze really bad. And I can't seem to actually get a sneeze out, though.
I guess too.
Yeah, it'll just keep, piddling, and then if it grows, great, and if not, it's easy to just sit here and chat to the cameras we already use for other things, so it's like, why not? What else would this room get used for, other than a guest every, 6 months or something? So
I do also love my AI program that Travis showed me for the
audio. Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah. For now, it definitely saves on, any need for microphones. Plus, it's a lot of configuration. Like, when you do make this more versatile, having to move cords.
Microphones are so clunky, bro. It's so much easier to use the AI program.
Yeah.
And like a setup that doesn't have a whole bunch of extra stuff. Like, I get it. So like maybe people like the aesthetic, I guess. Maybe
I think honestly that's half of what it is.
But bro, like
wearing the headphones, mic in front of your face.
Nah, I'm not filling the whole room with friggin' mic stands and cords and a little mixer in the middle. Like I'm not doing that shit, bro.
Also, there are things like what's called like drop mics that
those are
you can
cool.
just hang from the ceiling.
I do like those.
And they're everything from cheap ones to very expensive ones.
Well, remember we looked those up for a while. That was like one of the plans.
Yeah. Now again, you still have to go to like a mixer with that, but that doesn't mean a mixer can't be off in the closet. And your cords just go across your ceiling because your ceiling's not in frame. But
this podcast is sponsored by the new Bow Disciples Challenge 3 event t-shirts. Pick them up right now on bowdisciples.com. Back to the show.
This sneezing thing is just...
Do you like my ad reads?
Yeah, they're great. That's another reason I want like a little like funny corner,
Maybe you should start doing every once in a while, just pop in an ad read.
Yeah, like what if you did one where you're like, holding the old pipe. I got a cool picture of a guy puffing on a pipe at BDC3, listening to the concert.
Really?
On my phone.
That is cool. A pipe is cool.
Yeah. But you could like have some like reading glasses on with,
I'll be honest with you. Look, here's the deal. I'm just going to be honest. I'm obviously not a smoker. Okay. I don't like to smoke. I think smoking's beat. Okay. I really do. However, there are times when you see like a dude maybe on a motorcycle or in like an old retro car smoking a cig, and it looks pretty sick. You gotta admit, occasionally it can look hard. I'm not a fan still. I'm not gonna do it myself. But like, for example, how I'm doing the thing on my glasses now because it looks so cool. I have seen it once or twice where I'm like, that is a cool look. Like just having the grit is a cool look, but it's not my thing.
Yeah.
That's definitely not my thing.
Yeah.
I always told you if you started smoking grits, we're breaking up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
If you ever want to get me out of here, just come home with Marlboros.
That's what my dad smoked.
Oh, jeez.
Back before he couldn't smoke anymore.
Oh, that was beat, dude.
Yeah, those things are like the strongest smelling cigarette in the whole world.
Even more than Pall Malls.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got. What?
Uh, anyways, yeah, I feel like that kind of, I think that covers a lot of things from the event that went very well, and look forward to, people more and more coming out from different states and traveling in next year for it, to upcoming trips we have going on, to your very bad luck in the draw season of tag.
I don't know if I'd say it's bad luck. It's just like what's most likely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it's most likely to draw nothing?
Yes.
Yeah, that sucks ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have not drawn anything either, but I've only put in 2 states. So, but maybe, next year's the year we actually go. The hard part is black bear hunting is almost off the table for us. Because you either go in the fall, and half the time it's like right before elk season. And you're either trying to fill your Arizona tag if you haven't filled it, or you're going on an elk hunt, or you're going to film someone on an elk hunt. Or it's in May when you're prepping for BDC. It's like black bear is almost unattainable, but I want to go black bear hunting. But I'm a little too scared to do that one on my own.
I'm excited to shoot my target bow more this year.
I swear.
I did that on purpose.
If it were up to you, we'd go on one hunt a year for a mule deer and throw it a peccary on the side for fun.
Ooh, I love it.
And that would be the only hunt we do all year long.
That's not true. I love, like, maybe an elk hunt if I can get a tag, or, some deer hunt in another state or something.
Other animals, a black bear, a pronghorn.
Fugazi.
Then what do you even waste your time putting in for things like bighorn sheep and bison?
Well, I would love to get a tag one day, but it takes a long time. You know what I mean? But I am excited to shoot my target rig more. That's what I'm very excited for. Because, I want to do some competitions.
Well, you've been saying forever there's things you want to dial in on it that you haven't. So, what are those things going to happen?
I haven't had any time, but maybe now I'll have time. I need to figure out, how to use the app to, work the site and all this stuff and, get it dialed. I mean, obviously, I just put out the video where, Paige and Tate dial it in, so it should be good. But I need to learn how to use it, and I want to get in these streets,
Yeah.
And I'm also excited to hit that scooter line I've been teeing up. I've got all the hits except the last one.
Now, how is that going to be filmable? Because to film the stuff, in the beginning, how am I going to get all the way over and film the...
You ride your bike and film. Ride your bike, along as I'm pulling, and then right up to the curb when I... But the only problem is that visual suck fix. You want to see the stair from the downhill side, really.
I know.
But you got to get all the stuff up to it. So what we could do is leave one camera recording just against a rock or something down on the ground. And then you run the bike, and then the whole clip plays, and when I come off the takeoff, then it switches to the other camera, and you get me hitting the 6th stair or whatever it is.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the best way to do it.
It's scary, but I know the speed's there. I feel pretty comfortable. I know if I just ride off it, it should be fine. You don't really have to bunny hop or anything. It's just a drop. But it's a sizable drop. It's 6 feet, down, and probably 6 by 6 drop.
Yeah, I'm okay.
But I know my line. I'm going to do a bar spin into the bank.
How many more attempts do you think you're going to do riding that loop and stopping at the stair set before you actually just hit?
As soon as we set up the cameras, I'll do it. You know what I mean? I'll do it.
Maybe after Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And after Hawaii.
Okay.
then you can do it.
Jeez, oh, peak. I'll be thinking about it for 2 months. But anyway, I know the line, so I'm going to bar into the bank. 1 foot can the flour gap, which I really like that gap. Tail whip the long...
As a 1 foot can when I did that last night?
Yeah, sort of. So I'm going to do that trick over the flour gap, good style. Then I'm going to tail whip the long tabletop, which is a big jump. Then I'm going to get on the brakes pretty decent. Hard 180, so spin kind of opposite of what you should. Into the street, half cab. Then, carve around the cul-de-sac, jump up onto the curb, and send the stair set to finish it. Yeah, so, and maybe if I'm real spicy, I'll trick the stairs. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
It's so fun.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun.
This pod?
Yeah.
It has been good.
It's been great.
It's been really good.
And,
like and subscribe to the podcast. 5 stars on Apple and Spotify. Code Pump Station, podiumarcher.com. Bow Disciples event tees on the website, bowdisciples.com. And thank you guys very much for the support. We'll see you in Pennsylvania. And as usual, if you see me peacocking around the pits, feel more than welcome to come up and chat and grab a picture, some content, and that's it.
yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Finally!
Oh my God!
Oh, I've been waiting for